What's going on? What's going on, everybody? It is the only sports podcast. That's right, the only sports podcast. I'm Will. That's Casino over there. Both of us are sweating to death.
We had the AC on, but still, it's not on long enough.
No. But we do this for you, the people.
Yeah.
We're also drinking some delightful tea.
Pure Leaf, sponsor us, please.
Yeah. I do like Pure Leaf. I like
too.
Lipton. I like all the teas.
I don't like Lipton. Lipton's almost too much sugar. Wait, hold on. Let me do this. Lipton is almost too much sugar.
But we are gathered here today to talk
Goodness.
about Casinos and I's impending marriage.
All
Really, we were gonna start the divisions this week where we go division by division, 2 teams a week. But I have that thing where I don't want it to start on a Thursday because we do Tuesday and Thursday shows. I want to start on a Tuesday so then we get one division per week until the season starts. So then I just said today to Casino, let's just shoot the shit. We're back.
I'm all for it.
Back.
Bada bing, bada boom. That's what one would say.
We're back in the studio
I'm doing it for you, by the way.
You're what?
I'm doing it for you, by the way.
Talking? I know.
No, I'm yeah. So
it looks so good.
So how we have it right now, so he'll, when you edit this, make sure you edit to where they can see what I'm doing here. So to make us look like we're talking on screen, I just have to look out into the abyss of nothing, almost at this camera. Hey, how's it going? And so it looks good on camera apparently, but then I really want to argue with them. But now this is kind of funny, so.
And then to put it in perspective, so this camera, obviously you're seeing both of us. These 2 cameras, I'm over here. So Casino is looking the complete opposite. He's not even looking at me.
No.
This is.
But
But
I'm not even
on
looking at the
screen,
screen, which is weird.
yeah, but on screen it looks great. It looks really good. It looks like Casino's and me are just talking face to face, which is ironic because it looks like we're talking face to face on the screen, and then I'm face to face with him, and he's not looking at me.
Yeah, fuck you.
This is after one of our maritable spouts, or I don't know. You know what I was trying to say.
No, I don't.
Our marriage when we argue. I don't know what word I was trying to go for.
Marital spouts?
Marital spouts.
Marital.
Marital. I can't.
Marigold.
It's so hot in here. I can't. What is
We're
it?
from Vegas. Just get used to it.
I know. I will say Vegas heat this summer has not been as bad as I thought.
Oh no.
It's
Yeah.
Well,
last year was. I mean, we're both born and raised here. It was the hottest summer of our entire lives.
why are you looking at me?
Oh. It was the hottest summer of our entire lives.
Yeah,
but it was,
last year
and
was
it recorded as they had the hottest temperature ever. It was on one of the tarmacs that were out here, but still, it hit the hottest. And then it was the most consecutive days over 100, most consecutive days over 110. We broke a whole bunch of records last year, and the longest we've gone without rain. Last year sucked.
Yeah, and it's not one of those things.
By the way, you have something on your face.
I have something on my face.
Yes, I'm not even looking at you. Sorry, this is gonna be a good bit all week.
But no, and that was also the thing that last year it was like, oh, we're breaking records every day, and it felt like you were breaking records every day. It wasn't like no difference. It was like you walk from your car to inside the house and you're sweating your balls off.
Yeah.
Again, it's a dry heat, humidity. I hate when people say that. Like, yeah, it's still hot.
I love when people say that. I literally just had some people who came in from Nebraska and they were like, "Oh, this is phenomenal." Like, they just moved here from Nebraska actually, and they're just like, "This is fantastic because there's way less bugs, which is great. There's just big ass flies and scorpions. Besides that, you're good." And they're like, "It's so much different. I'd much rather be just hot than be hot and not able to breathe."
That's true. Well, and the stickiness of like, what is it? Again, this is just what this show is going to be today. Just shooting the shit. But one time...
We might talk about sports. We need more of this in the show anyway, though.
We do.
Well, because you and I can riff off each other so easily. We've known each other for so long.
And, yeah, but we never do it clothed. So anyways, the story I was going to say is one time, I think it was either 2 years ago or 3 years ago, I know, we went to Disneyland with me and my family and all that kind of stuff. We got there the day after it had like rained uncharacteristically for like a week. Okay, we got there. It was 98 degrees outside, not the band. It was 98 degrees outside with 90% humidity. So we, by 9:30 in the morning, because we got there when the park opened at 8, by 9:30 in the morning, my wife and like her friend and everybody we went with, their makeup was like running down their face. You had that thing, you know.
Go
when
all
you were-
natural, ladies. Come on.
well, then even the guys, it was that thing where you get the sweat, you know, on the front and then like the lower back. It was that like after that, me and my wife
I know
were
all
like,
about
we'll
that lower
never-
back sweat.
Yeah, we're like, we'll never go to Disneyland in the summer again. And it's been like 3 years we have not. It's, whew, that was rough.
I mean, my next Disneyland trip will be next year, April, roughly. April,
That's the best
May.
time to go. April, January to like April. Best time to
Yeah,
go.
well, that's when we'll go. That's when Michaela my daughter, she turns 5, and we told her whenever she turns 5 we can go, because that's what was the longest or oldest memory that you have? It was somewhere right about there for me. I mean, I think my earliest memory, I was 4, and I know that I was 4 because it was my dad's dad, and it was at the farmhouse, and it was for Christmas, and they're like, we went when you were this age, and I was like, oh, so that's my earliest memory. My little brother remembers when he was 5. What was the earliest memory that you could think of? Because I think that's like when you can start to actually recall things when you're an adult, was about that age.
Yeah, I think my earliest memory, besides the repressed ones, is probably is probably I remember kindergarten or first grade. Do you have lunch at kindergarten? You don't, right? Because it was
I
usually
remember
half
nap times
day.
in preschool.
See, you remember much earlier than I do. My earliest memory is probably first grade
Again, yours
kindergarten.
yours are all repressed.
Yeah, because before then I was just a shell.
All right. Anyway, so we are a sports podcast. We are the only sports podcast. So
you know what? This should be the episodes we do in the trailer when we actually
just bullshit.
Well, when we don't actually have sports topics to talk about, like during the summer, for instance, we should call these the only. Let's see, only sports podcast. The everything but sports podcast should be the trailer episodes, Casino. So, I mean, it doesn't really have a great ringtone, but also.
But speaking of that, hey,
yeah.
So show
Shout
up
out.
to that camera.
She doesn't like me using her name, so shout out to my unnamed friend who makes these. She made me this painting. We offered to pay her money. She said no because it was messed up. I don't know where it is because it looks perfect, but. Yeah, the only sports podcast, buddy.
She did leave us a wonderful message.
Might go down a little, right there. It says the dumpy white guys on the back. If you can't see that, I think you're gonna have to hold up that camera because this one it's reversed. So it says the dumpy white guys. There you go. So thank you so much.
Remember our recall to the dumpy white guys. We are the dumpy white guys. Somebody called us that, and I think
no. They said, why is every podcast just have dumpy white guys? Which is something I said I would never forget, which I've already forgotten. But every time I think about it, it is funny. Which actually, Casino, there were since...
You don't look that way. You look this way.
I know.
There we go.
Since there were
It's
things... we came into today and I was like, we can't talk about sports, but I was like, I feel like we're just going to be retreading the same ground we're going to be talking about when we finally like deep dive into the NFL. Even though if you go on Rumble, we're killing it on Rumble, and YouTube, you could see three hours, like 34 minutes of us ranking our teams from 32 to 1.
Yeah,
so,
in horrible fashion. There's one episode there where my mind was not in it at all.
But you know what? That was good because we were just going to soldier through, and then we ended up going an additional hour just from 5 to 1. So if you think about it, like that makes it better.
My mind wasn't there. So
no.
Yeah, I was dealing with my mouth issues. I had too much of. I had an infection that came back from after having my wisdom teeth pulled, which seems to be gone now.
Yeah, I was going to say your mouth was looking tight today.
Yes, tight. It doesn't feel swollen, which is great.
No, but
it still looks swollen just because I'm fat as fuck. But
you know what? So this is a get to know the daddies episode.
Get to know me.
I will put that. I made a graphic of this. Like a long time ago for
I
a
love that you
segment
still
you
go with
never
the dad.
did.
I still love that you do the daddies because it's
Yeah,
as a
it's
callback
about the dads.
to an old podcast that BJ had with some of our friends.
You know what? That's a great point bringing that up. So I was talking to my wife the other day, and the topic that came up, first off, twofold, and I would like your opinion on both. The first thing was I told my wife, what is it? I told my wife I am single-handedly the most normal human being on the planet. Now I said this half jokingly, but then I was thinking about it more, and I was just like, you know what? I think I might be the most normal person on the planet. You can attest to knowing me for hundreds of years at this point, Casino. On a scale from 1 being an absolute fucking weirdo, like whatever you think is the weirdest person you've ever met, to 100 being on this scale me normal, where do you put me on the range from the most weird to the most normal?
That's a good one. Ooh. Holy shit. That's a good question.
This is what me and my wife were discussing. She disagreed, but she's a weirdo. So a weirdo's not gonna know.
I would probably put you about 64.
You know what? I'll take it. I was gonna say I would put myself at probably 65 because the joke is obviously I say I'm the most normal person who's ever been.
Well, I mean, as I think about it, like you do go on a lot of rants, right? You do go on a lot of rants. You are obnoxious and annoying, and
and attractive,
and self-absorbed, and all those things. Yeah, as you say, humble. But what you do have is you're very logical when it comes to anything. I'm not gonna get into it, but when it comes to politics or religion or sports, whatever it may be in life, you always approach it at a logical point, and you aren't afraid to say that you're wrong, but you give reasons why you're wrong, and if other people are wrong, you give reasons why they are wrong, and you just state facts, and I always appreciate that, and I think that's why even though you are the person that I argue with the most in my entire life,
yes,
out of anybody, like more than my actual brothers, more than my actual brother. But it's you, but I appreciate you because you are so logical on how you approach things, and I like that because we could all have our own fucking opinions. Opinions are opinions, but you're logical. So all that said and said, I do think about 64 crazy to weird and all that because you are weird. You are weird. Yeah. I mean. Yeah. Everybody has their different scales for weird, but I've seen you say some weird things. I've seen you do some weird things.
Both to you.
I know. I think I'm worse on that scale of yours.
I don't. What is it? First off, you say weird. I say natural.
Eccentric.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
But no, I was thinking
64.
about. I agree. I pretty much agree with everything you said. I think I get. The only thing I would disagree is I think I emotionally react to things.
Oh.
And then afterwards.
I was trying to leave that out.
Yeah.
But, yes.
And then afterwards, like, kind of break down why I reacted emotionally to it and then look at it logically. So I think I'm on the quick draw to emotional. On the long term, it's all logical. That's also why I'm such, like, a stat person. Like, I love sports stats, and we just did it last episode where you do the Herbert Hurts like comparison because numbers don't tell the whole story, but they tell patterns and they kind of tell you they can kind of back up the point you're trying to make one way or the other. Like, again, it's that thing where.
So our boy Hawk, he's out when I visited him once, we went to a brewery and we did 3 different sandwiches. Yeah. And so whoever he's with, he's doing the 3 different sandwiches thing. It's the setup, dude.
That looks good.
We did, it's 3 different full sandwiches, and we just ate and got drunk, and it was great. Sorry.
What's your favorite sandwich, Casino?
Grilled cheese.
Really?
I mean, like,
tolerant. I can't eat
yeah.
cheese.
Well, for me, my favorite, I say that in really quick succession, or really quick answer there, because my favorite comfort meal, something that I could eat almost every single day, and yes, we're in Vegas. Yes. Is grilled cheese with tomato soup, tomato bisques, whatever. Ooh. I can eat a grilled cheese any which way, any kind of cheese with tomatoes, bisques, soup, whatever, like runny, thick. I love that combo so much. And I can even eat it during the summer. I don't care.
What? Everything is better when you can dip something into it.
Oh,
or
yeah.
have something to dip into it.
I'm like a roast beef sandwich, dude.
Like an au jus sauce or
Dude,
whatever? Yeah.
that's it. With the au jus, but I'm so picky with my au jus. Because most places make their au jus super salty.
That is very true.
Way too salty.
That's very true.
I'm so picky on that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You know what's the worst? When you go to a restaurant and you're ordering, because at multiple times during your life, I feel like everyone, you just have like your thing, right? Or you have your gaggle of things where you're like, when I go out, especially...
Leave your gag out of it today, all right?
Or some people have no gaggles. But, but, you just go out and you're just like, no matter where we go, I'm at this phase of my life where I'm going to order one of these 1 to 5 things, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then you order it, and then it's like god awful, and you're just like, did this just ruin this thing for me forever? I've had some of those where I've just had a bad one, and I've been like, never again. It's over. It's done.
No, I see what you're saying. I judge a place on if I'll go back.
Mm-hmm.
I won't stop eating whatever that is, but it's like I expect this to be good here, and if it's not, I don't trust anything else.
Yeah, that is very true. Especially because, like, my favorite sandwich is just a classic club sandwich.
Oh, I'll stand
So
it.
if you fuck up a club sandwich, like, I don't trust you with anything.
Club sandwiches
I
are the
don't trust
best.
you.
I almost every single time, and I'm very particular about going to certain places or if I'm in certain venues, I
Yeah.
want this thing
Yeah.
if they have it, right? As we're kind of saying. So if I'm on a golf course and we're done playing golf and we go into the clubhouse and we have a lunch in the clubhouse, always a club sandwich. I know that's funny, club sandwich, but eating a club sandwich after a 4.5 round of golf is just so satisfying.
Yeah.
Because it's nice, it's cool, you've been out in the heat.
Well, that's the same where, like, you eat a sandwich and, like, chips after being at the lake. It's, like, and it's the best meal you've ever had in your life. It's just certain tacos after, like, late at night when you're drunk. Just certain scenarios in life, it's just, like, this Gordon Ramsay might as well be in the back. Just making me this food because it's elite. We've already ran out of stuff to talk about.
No, we didn't. Not at all.
No, my question, because the normal thing was what led us on that conversation. My second question, which I thought driving here, I was like, I need Casino's opinion on this. There's 2 things.
Okay.
The first one is, do you believe we are living currently in a simulation? Do you believe in the simulation theory?
I don't.
I don't either.
I don't believe in the simulation theory. Just it is what it is. But there's a lot that I do believe out there and whatnot. But simulation one,
it just seems like such a cop out to me.
It does.
Like,
it
just
is.
be like, oh, everything we're just
Because the Matrix came out and everybody's like, that's it.
That is a good point. I feel like nobody ever mentioned the simulation theory before the Matrix, because then they were just. I really also think most people's views and opinions on things are based on movies, television shows, books, and they pretend it's not.
Right.
I think like a lot of people, and I'm not saying like documentaries, I'm saying like a lot of people are like, oh, the Men in Black exists because I saw those Men in Black movies. And then you go just searching for like shit to back up that claim.
I think because I do believe in aliens. I do. I mean, you got to think of life outside of this. Whatever. We're getting some crazy shit. But the Men in Black, there might not be Men in Black, but I do think there's an organization that kind of keeps things. I don't think it's like what the Men in Black movies are, where there's aliens living amongst us.
You ever remember that story, Brad? Shout out Brad. Our friend Brad told. I don't know if he told the
Talk
group
about eccentric.
or he told me. Now, see, Brad on a 1 to normal scale, he's 1.
1.
He's the weirdest person I've ever met.
He's the greatest. Weirdest. Oh.
In like the best, but in the best way possible. Like, if there is the crazy guy.
I still love at your wedding, because he was the best man. At your wedding, his speech, he compared your guys' relationship to a box of crayons, and it was phenomenal. And I was just like,
That was very good.
I get it.
Yeah,
Get it?
No, he's good. We should start having our friends on this show.
I would love
We know
it.
nothing about sports, but it would just be funny.
I mean,
to
we
have
don't
them.
know anything about sports.
That's very true. I mean, and
I mean,
people still listen.
We do. We just need to do more research, but we have no time.
I mean,
I don't.
I think we know. You listen to people have hot takes on TV, and you're just like, oh, I know more than this person. Like, there's
So I agree with that. My thing is, I struggle putting things. I struggle putting things together in my mind.
Just in that sentence.
Just right there. Yes, I need something written out. So like, if we had a script, right? Notes, stuff in front of me, I can do that. But trying to think of things off the top of my head, I forget some things. I forget who's the coach of that, like this or that.
Yeah.
What team acquired this player? I've heard it all. I just need it on paper.
So I started a movie podcast. Go follow it. And what is it? I realized when I first started doing the movie podcast,
Mid.
That's a compliment. When I started doing the movie podcast, I would just put the camera in front of me. I would obviously go see the movie, and then I would just be like, okay, now I'm just going to rant about this fucking movie and like what I liked, what I didn't like about it. And what I kept doing was I kept going like, and just kept putting all those things. And then I would also rant for, I mean, you've heard, if you listen to this podcast, you know I can rant just over and over again. And it's a pet peeve of mine. So if you're saying it's a pet peeve, I hate it more than you ever will, where I repeat the same thing in just using different words.
The amount of times that I have to stop you
Yes.
in just regular
And
conversation.
see, that's why it's great to have a co-host. But on the
when do I typically stop you? I just sit back and just smile.
But on the movie podcast, I was doing an hour.
I'm trying to commit to this, by the way.
I like it. I love it. Even though it looks like your arm is like about to go on my shoulder because it's off screen.
Bro.
Yeah, I'll do this. Oh, that's Casino's hand right here. It was the opposite anyways. But no, so I would just realize I would do an hour review of the movie and be able to edit it down to 20 minutes. So I would literally do 40 minutes of fluff.
Sounds like so much work.
Well, then what I just ended up doing is just writing it out and then reading it on like a teleprompter as I'm recording it. And then that was much faster. But I realized I don't like writing. I like rewriting. Because when you write, it's just shit all over. And then when rewriting it, you just like mold it into what you want it to be. So when you're doing a podcast, my point being when you're doing a podcast, like this is all just shit we're throwing against the wall and then just trying to, off the top of our heads, just, come up with shit to say. So that's much harder than...
is.
Yeah, but that's much harder than, just reading something in front of you that's all written out.
Yeah.
Even though that
See,
would
this
be
is
hilarious.
easy. This is easy for me though, because it's just us having a conversation, and it's so easy for us. We've been doing it for 100,000 years, as you said.
Yeah, 206 episode. That's crazy. But also, I think it would be really funny is if we wrote out an entire episode and then just said it word for word.
Just hold the script.
You're literally just holding it and just reading it and see what people like better. Because what if people are just like, never liked the podcast before, but that's scripted
something.
one. Oh my God. But yeah, the point being simulation theory, Casino. It's just...
Circle back.
Yeah, it just seems like such an easy
Cop out. All
There's
day.
There's nothing interesting about just being like, oh, it's all a computer. Also, when people say that, okay, you find out tomorrow. Tomorrow, you find out you're a computer program. Nothing around you is real. You're a computer program. How does that change your life? It doesn't. You're still a computer program in the computer. So finding out, again, also...
Because it's still just ones and zeros of, hey, this ones and zeros eats too much of ones and zeros. They're going to get more ones and zeros and die.
Yeah. But also...
It ceases to exist. Like, it's all numbers.
Well, if we're on plane A and we're being controlled by everybody on plane B, nobody on plane A thinks about plane B besides you. So if you know without a shadow of a doubt you're actually being controlled by plane B, to everybody on plane A, you're just a crazy person. So you just go, nothing matters. You start going crazy, killing everybody. Now you're just going to spend the rest of your life, which you know at this point is meaningless, behind bars, what is it? Just cut off from society, like looked at as just like an insane person. So this whole thing of like,
You've gone to a 63 for me now.
well, no, I think this is just sane.
Yeah, I
like
know.
where you're just like logically, I find out tomorrow I'm a computer person. That doesn't make me not like the things I still like or love my wife or kids, even if they're not real, because I'm also in that scenario not real. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like it's just if also you can look around and just be like, none of this is real, none of this shit matters. Like, why does it matter if I find out it doesn't matter even more than I thought it didn't matter? You know what I'm saying? Like I could then just be like, oh, we're living in a computer simulation, I'm not gonna go to work. And then I would just starve and die in the computer simulation. Like, yippee, whoop-de-doo. I'm dead either way. Who cares?
So I got a question for you. Now we're going to bring in some sports into this. 26 minutes in. So you're saying that you like the numbers, right?
Mhm.
You like numbers. Why don't you like baseball?
You know what? I don't dislike baseball. I just
And okay, before you go on to that, the reason I say that is because you know our
It's the most-
you know our friend Danny, right?
yeah.
He's not he's a nerd. He's a computer programmer. Love him to death, but he is the person, I think the most introvert person I've ever met in my entire life, and he just wants to be just cut off from the world. And he fell in love with baseball a few years back, and he's like, why have I never done this before? And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, it is literally just numbers.
Yeah.
It is numbers. He goes, I watch baseball. Yes, there's a lot of fun things going on, but I'm more interested in the numbers. And he just deep dives into that, and he's made spreadsheets and this and that. He loves it. So you like numbers. Why aren't you into baseball like that?
Yeah.
It's all
I
about
would
numbers,
say,
man.
I know. I would say, well, obviously, if you listen to this podcast, I'm most into football, second most into,
Nothing.
NBA. I would say second most into NBA. And then third, I would say that's kind of where hockey, baseball, kind of tennis, also golf. I'll tell you what, I saw that F1 movie with Brad Pitt, and I was like, I think I might get into F1.
I want to get into
this shit's good.
I want to get into F1. Everybody got into F1 because of the whole series on Netflix.
Which I also am like, maybe I should watch that. Because that
I-
did get everybody into it.
Right. I want to get into F1, but from what I know from F1 it's the same top people every single time, and like to me that's boring.
Yeah, that's why I
Right.
can't get into soccer.
See, but that's my favorite. My favorite sport. In what I love about that is there's so many different leagues. Like right now, I mean, they have currently going on. They have World Club, like the FIFA World Club Championship. So they had a tournament of all the club teams, right, all around the world. So think of basically the World Cup or like the Euros, CONCACAF, like where you have those teams. For instance, Champions League. So Champions League is all the
Yeah.
best teams in Europe, right? So all the best clubs in Europe. So they expanded all the best clubs out of all the leagues in all the world, which is really fun because then you get to see a team from Mexico play a team from Spain, and a team from France play a team from Africa, which is a club team, which is super cool, and it's been really fun. It's been really fun.
Yeah, we've had that because I work at a place where there's a lot of like people from Portugal and from Mexico and stuff. So we've been watching a lot of the thing you just said in like the Copa Americana or whatever the fuck
Yeah.
it's called. Yeah, we've been watching a lot of that, and I mean it hasn't been bad.
There's just so many tournaments
but-
and so many things, but that's why
See,
I like.
that's the opposite of what you're talking about with baseball, where with soccer, there's always so much going on and so many different things. I wouldn't even know where to start. I
It's
don't
tough.
even know where to start.
Yeah, there's pretty much. I only follow just a few teams on a few leagues because I can't keep up. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's
So
too much.
I'm an Arsenal fan for the English Premier League, which that's the one that everybody knows. The Bundesliga, which is the German league. I'm a Dortmund fan. Main reasons, one of the U.S.'s best player played for them, and that's probably the best farming team for all of Europe is Dortmund. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for my bottle of water.
Here, you want here? Just drink mine. I haven't
Bam.
opened it yet.
Bam.
And then I do have MLS, and I follow that just because I followed the club for a long time. I've gone to those games before they were into the MLS even. It's fun. Just a lot going on. We got
Well,
the World Cup coming next year
Where's it going to be?
here.
In Las Vegas?
No, so it's not in Las Vegas, but it's
Oh.
between three nations. So we've got Canada, United States, and Mexico,
Okay.
which is cool. And you get automatic bids if you're hosting. So all three of us get to host, which is cool. So basically, it added one more because you get two that come out of CONCACAF, which Canada, U.S., Mexico are all in. But
Yeah.
we got an extra bid on that because they're actually expanding it, the World Cup, to a few more teams. So
That's cool. See, World Cup will be something.
so
I'll
that's gonna be
watch.
cool. So essentially, I think it's you have three different cities in Mexico, three different cities in Canada, or two different cities in Canada, and then the rest in the U.S. But I think that's gonna be really fun. I would love to go to one of those games. I just don't think that it's gonna be possible. But
You're scared of ice picking you up? it's a troubled story in our times, casino. But no, you know what? But that's, I'm assuming, much like World Cup, where every sport has just priced all the actual fans out of it.
yeah, so
Like
let's see
it's
here.
gonna be, what is it? Because I mean, even dude, you want to go to like a shitty baseball game? It's like $4. You want to go to a good player baseball, like a good team right now that's like in contention? It's like north of $100-200 a ticket for a random Tuesday like doubleheader game. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, so it's in. So let's talk about the World Cup a little bit. So, because I mean, coming up next year, that's something that I like, where people can all, because we're sports fans, right? We obviously we're doing this. I love how sports brings people together. So I love when it's nations because it brings people together. So we have 16 cities across the United States, Canada, and Mexico. So let's start with Canada and Mexico. I was right. Yeah. So Canada has two. They got Vancouver and Toronto. So where the Vancouver Whitecaps play and the Toronto. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on their name.
I have no idea.
Yep, they play. And then you have Mexico, which you have Mexico City, Guadalajara, and Monterrey, which is pretty fun. And then for the U.S., you have Atlanta, Boston, Dallas, Houston, Kansas City, Los Angeles, Miami, New York / New Jersey, MetLife. I love how they put New York / New Jersey, MetLife. Philadelphia, Plankinette, Lincoln Financial.
There you go.
San Francisco Bay Area, so they'll play at Levi, and then you got Seattle. So the ones that I could potentially go to would be LA at SoFi, Houston. I'd rather go to the Houston one than Dallas. I don't want to go to AT&T Stadium.
No.
I just
Well-
don't want to walk in there. Ugh.
Well, also you'd be so high up, you'd just be watching on a screen. Like,
Yeah.
what would even be the point?
Yeah, I mean that is a really cool Megatron thing that they have, but
Yeah,
But
that'd
anyway.
be not when you're going to. That'd be cool if they had that outside the stadium. Where
yeah.
you could just stand outside.
So
and
let's
do
see
it.
the pricing on these things. Tickets, pricing. They're not for sale yet, but what are they expected to go for? Expected price. Expected ticket price. Expected ticket price. Oh man. Around I love this. Meaning prices will fluctuate. This is from the AI off of Google search. Based on demand. Expect to see prices ranging from around $11 for group stage matches. Bullshit. Up to $1,607 for the final. Bullshit. That is no way. Which that's ridiculous.
You know what? Now that we're talking about it, just for Raider games casino in town, for the cheapest, I'm not talking preseason, cheapest regular season game for the Raiders, what do you think it starts at right now?
$237.
Oh, you're way off. The cheapest one right now for one ticket is $129.
Okay.
But again, $129 per person. Like, you
Is
want
that
to take
before
kids?
fees, dude?
Well, that's true. That's not including. So let's see. If we wanted to go 129, which would be November 3rd. Oh, that's not even at Raider Stadium. That's in California. So at Raider Stadium, it would be the cheapest would be. I did not know the Raiders play the Eagles. Oh, but they play them in Philadelphia,
Yeah,
of course.
It's not here.
So in Allegiant Stadium, it would be 150.
It's too much.
Yeah, it'd be 150 is the cheapest.
Before fees, so you're looking at $200 per person.
And that's for the Giants.
Yeah.
Gross. So let's say me and you wanted to go. I can't.
I can get in for free, but whatever.
Yeah, I can't even buy it. So yeah,
you gotta know people.
It'd be $400 for both you and I to
I
go.
will say, man, the perks of knowing people in this town, you have to know people.
Yeah.
You have to
get
know
nothing.
people.
You get nothing.
You get nothing.
And also, it's crazy how everyone in this giant town knows each other.
Oh,
Like,
dude, it's insane.
I literally started my bartending career with this one guy. Me and him started together. Now, obviously, like when you like leave work or whatever, you lose touch and all that kind of stuff. We started together in 2016. Just a couple months ago, he all of a sudden randomly just started working at my work. And he like came up to me and he was just like, "Oh shit, we literally haven't spoken in almost a decade." And
I got one better for you.
He randomly showed up at my work and I was just working there. And
I got one better
it's
for you.
crazy.
So one of my coworkers, when she moved into town, she moved in when she was 17. She got a job somewhere. Keep that all discreet. She got a job somewhere, and she met a person there. They were friends. La di da, la di da. And the end of last year, that person came to the bar. Was like, "Hey, I recognize you. We used to work together." They are now dating.
What?
23 years later.
Jesus.
Yeah.
23. Did they, were they flirting or like doing anything the 23 years prior?
No.
That's
But
crazy.
now, yeah.
I
But
mean, shoot your shot.
dude, no,
Shoot
it's
your shot.
it's great. Yeah, no, they're happy as hell. It's crazy. And recently, the person I work with found a photo from them working 23 years ago together.
Damn.
Which is
Now
crazy.
they have to like get married and have
Yeah,
kids.
100%.
That's the story. Yeah, that's the story you tell.
Yeah.
Do
How I
you-
Met Your Mother, real time.
Do you ever see those movies? They're by Richard Linklater. They're Before Sunset, like
Before sunset, sunrise.
After Sun.
Yeah, yeah.
it's
I know
the
what you're talking
trilogy
about,
or
yeah.
whatever. So I was
I have
listening
not,
to.
but I know it's one of the most underrated trilogies.
Yeah, people love them. I've not seen them personally, but that's just one of those like movies where I'm like, why have I never seen these? Because they sound right up my alley. But it's so he tells like the true story of the first one is he met like this woman on a train or something like that, and they just really hit it off, like spent this incredible night together where they just ended up talking and hanging out together and all this kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
before sunrise, before sunset, before midnight.
That's what it was.
Yeah, 95, 04, 13. Big gap.
That is true. But
18 years to get 3 movies.
yeah. And
Did they just have to let them age naturally?
actually, that might be it because he did Boyhood.
Yeah,
Where it was like the movie where it was legitimately like watching this kid age.
that's wild.
But he said that movie trilogy was inspired by that one night with the girl, and then he lost track with, he lost like touch with her, tried to reconnect with her again, and then found out she had died in like a car accident. And he was just kind of like, this is my story about like what would have happened if I would have, met this person or whatever. Do you, Casino, in your past ever have that one girl, but not where you spent more than one night with this person and was just like lost touch, like, because we've all had, like girlfriends and whatever, blah, blah, blah in the past. I'm talking about one night, one chick where you were just like, doesn't even have to be a one night stand, just like hit it off with her, was like, I wonder what happened to her, and then just, she's dust in the wind. Great love. Great love.
I mean, no. I mean, not like it was like a
Not one night.
not like, but there was somebody I knew for a very long time, and I mean, hell, my wife even knows like this person and I were like really good friends all the way through high school. We met freshman year, and
Oh, I know who you're talking.
yeah, and
Yeah.
she moved, and I was in a relationship, then she was in a relationship, then back and forth kind of thing, and just never lined up, right?
Yeah.
But and we don't really even talk to this day.
Yeah.
But I would still consider her probably like my best girlfriend, my best chick friend.
Yeah.
I mean,
First off, it's weird that you're talking about this story about me and keep referring to me as her and saying we don't talk. we do a podcast this year.
yeah, I
This
try
ain't
to keep.
talking.
I mean, I do try to keep you pretty concealed, by the way. But whatever.
Yeah. But no, I had one that was like a one
But
night.
yeah, I would say she would be like my white buffalo, the one that got away in a sense.
Which,
I mean, got away in a sense.
you know,
Because we probably would have worked out.
side note, so one of our, I won't use names in this, but you'll know, I'm seeing if you'll remember this. Our friend just celebrated his, I think, 8-year wedding anniversary. So you know who the friend I'm talking about.
Oh boy, do I. That was a great wedding.
That was still to this day the best wedding I've ever been to.
I don't remember half of it.
Including my own. Best wedding I've ever been to. But there was a woman at that wedding who, me and her, because I'm dumb. Did your tooth just fall out?
Sort of. Yes and no. So after I had my wisdom teeth out, I had a little bone splinter, right? That was just in one of the pockets.
You just took your bone splinter out live on the podcast?
It just fell out. And they're like, oh, you know, just as I'm still kind of doing because of the infection, like just brush with some peroxide, this and that, and like they told me that the pocket would absorb that in, but I've been noticing it's been like pushing it out, and literally it just fell out.
I mean,
I'm so happy because it has been bugging me
ugh.
since like I guess day 3 or 4 when I was able to like feel it after my face wasn't numb anymore. Oh my god. I'm really happy that's out.
I'm glad we caught that live on camera right there.
Dude.
But no,
Why?
But no, what I was gonna say is that, do you remember the woman from that wedding?
Wow.
Who, me and her, what is it? We almost.
Yep.
Yeah, so I don't even want to say we almost hooked up, but we were like talking, kind of doing all this stuff. She was friends with my ex at the time, and I just felt guilty, stupidly. But I felt guilty and was just like, I can't hook up or be with this chick because of my ex, and we had a kid together, and all this kind of stuff, blah, blah, blah. So, of some sense of dumb loyalty, I didn't do it. In retrospect, I should have done it because there was no loyalty on the other end. But, so randomly, on our friend's 8-year anniversary, she messages me on Snapchat. She messages me. It's just a random message, like clearly where it was a response to some other message that just made no sense in like without context, right? It wasn't like flirty or dirty. It was
you know what's crazy?
like,
after we're done with this, I got a story to tell you about a person that was also at that wedding.
really?
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
But it's nothing like this, but it's a story that it's actually kind of crazy. But I'll tell you in a bit.
But so then after that, like I obviously reply back and I'm like, hey, I think you meant this for somebody else, like blah blah, and she just replies back like, oh my bad, like so sorry, like that was weird, like well, we like laughed it off.
Hey, how are you?
Laughed it off, like whatever. So that was it, right? Until the next day, where all of a sudden she sends me a picture, not like a risque picture or whatever. She sends me just a picture of like her at work, and it's just like, hey, I'm bored at work, like what are you doing? And I was just like, again, had not spoken or talked to this person in 8 years.
We know what's going on.
8 years. So then I was just like, so then obviously I messaged my wife, because obviously I'm married, and I was just like, hey, like, this happened yesterday, now this happens today, like, what is the move here? And then she was just like, why didn't you tell me about yesterday? And then I was just like, because it was nothing, right? So then she was like, well, it's clearly something, and then I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna block her, like, there's nothing, like, obviously the response is to block her. Like, there's nothing I get from this of just being like, oh, you're
Besides
bored
the
at
trouble.
work. Yeah, exactly. And also, it was like a chick where I was just like, eh.
Yeah, I mean, I have Snapchat and I love it because all I do,
Well, you just send me videos.
I just send everybody like, I just this last one that I sent, which was really great by the way. I sent that to 10 people. So the one, it was this guy on a penny board going back and forth in between. I sent it to 10 people. I love sending people just random shit because I love Snapchat because I can filter out and just watch what I want to watch.
Well, I honestly just use it for their camera. I like their camera so much better.
Oh yeah, like all their
yeah.
So my daughter, she loves that. So like she'll be like, "Can we do pictures on your phone?"
Yeah.
So do faces on your phone, and we just go through the filters. She loves it.
Yeah.
But what I love about, I mean, I've told you this before, like, these are all the things I'm following. It's all cooking stuff. It's really all cooking stuff, or people traveling the world doing food, or movie stuff.
Yeah.
That is literally all of
Mine
my
is
stuff.
mine's weird. Mine is like a super like effeminate, like a super effeminate dude, and then like a super jacked girl, and then it'll just be like
On the things
nobody
that you
believes
follow?
we're in love. I know, not that I follow, but the
Oh.
ones that just I don't follow any of those like.
Oh, no, yeah. So see, I follow a good amount of stuff here, but it's all like different things. Like one, SB Mowing. Dude,
what
it
is
is
SB mowing?
it's just literally this guy that goes around and on Fridays he cuts people's lawns for free.
Oh, I've seen that guy.
Dude, I watch it. It is the most relaxing thing after I get off work. I'm just sit there and I just like, yeah, satisfying, dude. He's just grass all the way up to his like shoulders, and then before and after photos. It gets me
Dude,
going, dude.
It's
phenomenal.
One of the random accounts I found that I've just been a fan of for over the years and just makes me really happy. Have you ever seen Cart Narcs?
No.
So what this guy does, I believe he's in California. Yeah,
Dude,
dude,
it's so weird that it's not there anymore. I've been dealing with that for a month, over a month now, a month and a week.
But what Cart Narcs does is he's this guy in California.
You don't see it?
Where he goes, where he goes and
It's just fucking bone.
He'll go to like a Smith's or a grocery store parking lot, and he'll wait for somebody not to put the cart in where the carts go.
Love it.
And then he'll run up to them and be like, like do like a siren kind of thing, and then just be like, hey, like the Cart Narcs, I'm just looking to see why you didn't
Cart Narcs.
why you didn't put your cart, where the cart goes. And then people, if there's no way it's staged, because if it was, people wouldn't believe it. How just unhinged people get like immediately when they're called out for something.
Well,
and the
let
guy,
me ask this: like, is he in their face?
no. And here's
That's
the
would
funny
be the
thing.
crazy thing.
Well, the funniest thing is, and the thing that makes it work is the cart guy is not aggressive about it at all, and he keeps calling the other guy, like, the only thing he ever calls the other person is a lazy bones. So he'll just be like, "Why didn't you put the cart back? Why are you being such a lazy bones?" And then like dude, there's some videos where some guys just lose their mind, like try to beat the shit out of him, and it all starts from just him being like, "Why didn't you put your cart where the carts go?" And dude, I will send you some of the videos.
That sounds great.
But those are the things where I'm just like, how somebody came up with this idea and how it got to this point. Like,
well,
it's just.
Are we gonna keep going? Because I know you got to get to your movie.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to see Superman after this. But no, we got like 20 minutes.
Yeah, you want to keep talking about sports or
well,
non-sports?
actually, speaking of Superman Casino, have you seen the controversies around Superman? Did you see Casino?
No. I don't do social media that much. Like, if I do social media, it's our group chat on Facebook, right?
Yes.
I only have Facebook because of the Messenger app. I could
Yes.
care less about Facebook itself. And then Snapchat because I could filter out and watch only the things I care about,
That's
which is
true.
food and movies
So let me
and sports.
so then here to preference this question. When it comes to Superman, what do you know about Superman? Like, just like
He's
broad.
super.
He's a super.
He's a man.
Well, he's technically not a man. He's an alien.
Yeah.
But
To us, he's an alien.
yes. So, like, 3 things off the top of your head. What do you know about Superman? Just broad strokes.
Broad strokes. He cares about saving anybody that's not himself. Like, that's just, he doesn't care about what people think about him. He is almost indestructible, and he falls in love with a lady.
Bam. So the one thing you did not cover there is that he also came from outer space, from Krypton,
Yeah.
blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. So apparently people are upset about this Superman movie because it's a pro-immigrant story about this illegal alien, obviously, illegal alien. Like, and the director was like, oh yeah, we're leaning into that because he's always been an illegal, like, immigrant. Like, he's been around for 80 years. That's been his story. So people, for some reason, are upset that it's a pro-immigrant story, even though Superman was made by 2 Jewish immigrants that basically made him that way to mirror their own experiences of coming to America from, I can't remember where they came from, but yeah, it's like if we are in a simulation, we're just living in the one where it's like the stupidity filter has just been turned up to 11, as if the character that's been around for 80 years, his identity has changed whatsoever. We lost Casino the second that thing fell out of his mouth. But we got 10.
So true.
We got 10 more minutes. Not because we're run out of time, because I think I can last 10 more minutes before I pass out in this fucking room.
Yeah.
So I wonder if you could see just the sweat or
I'm fine.
red art. Dude, I am so sweaty. I'm so sweaty.
Well, you sweat way more than I do.
I do, because just when it's hot. You know what's weird? I don't sweat when I work out at all.
No.
But the second I go outside, it's like
You're not working out hard enough, bro.
That's not true.
Well, you just wait, but you just lift. You know, you're not really doing anything.
Well, yeah, I don't do
The an ounce of cardio.
No, the cardio is just I walk around my neighborhood. I also don't like doing cardio at the gym because I just get bored of staying in the same place.
Right.
Like, and then walking around the gym, I don't like that either.
See, that's why I'm really happy with the gym that I joined, because it is a kind of like an interval kind of gym, and they change it up every day and every week even.
Yeah.
And so like your cardio stuff, you're only doing for a quick stint, and then you go to another thing, right?
Oh,
and
see,
it's
nice.
not like a treadmill thing either. Like there's one where you know, like those half balls that like you have.
Lance Armstrong?
No. So the ones that like, think of like those, like the balls that you sit on and they're like halved and they got like the thing. Some people stand on them. So like you could be like on that, and then they have just like this little like bar that you have to hop over. So you're holding that, and then you just have to go from back to forth, lifting up your legs, hopping over this bar. And so you're trying to keep your core and keep that straight while you're hopping back and forth. And you do that for X amount of minutes and, you know, a couple rounds. And then you go on to something else, and then it might be, you know, something like lunges or something like that, which I find is really fun. So you're doing cardio, and it's not just like a treadmill or
running in a circle.
Yeah. It's different cardio things, and I appreciate that. They even do one that people hate and I actually enjoy. Is there's different styles, different types of burpees, and I really like doing the Green Bay burpees, like where you go down and up, and then, you know, down to your chest real fast.
Yeah,
love it. Love those. People hate those.
I can't. What is it, dude? My knees. I have the knees of a 65-year-old man. They're just done, Casino. And it's not even from the obvious jokes. It's literally from just years of standing at the bar where, you know, the well, just like my knees are exactly
get some better shoes.
Dude, my shoes, they're awful, but it's also you just keep hitting your knees.
You know what's wild is seeing those people that wear like Vans and shit behind bars. Dude, I don't understand it. I have this is not me trying to promo. I wear Hoka's.
What is Hoka?
So it's a brand that's like, dude, they're super thick and squishy, and I even still have inserts because I
dude, that's what I do. I try to get the fattest. Yeah.
Well, I have inserts that are like specified to my feet. I go to a place here in town called Red Rock Running, and I pronate a lot, and so they got me specific ones, so it's more of a flat step for me. But anyway, Hoka shoes are outstanding. You should look into them. A lot of nurses and doctors wear them because they're meant for people who are on their feet all the time.
Okay.
So, highly recommend.
Oh, you can get them at Dick's Sporting Goods. So shout out Dick's Sporting Goods, and shout out.
Go to Red Rock Running. Go to Red Rock Running Club.
Well, they also got a store at the outlets.
Dude, Red Rock Running. Go to Red Rock Running Club, and that's again this is not me trying to shout out for them. I just know because they're smart. They actually get you on a treadmill to walk. Sometimes they have those like heat pads, like where you'll step on that and they'll tell you like this is how your feet work. So let's get you, if you want to do an insert, let's get you something that, you know, works with you here. They'll find the best type of shoe for you. And like they're actually not just like, here's a shoe, try it. Like they try to specify people's foot to the shoe.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out
highly recommend.
Shout out them. And you know what? We will. We're taking sponsorships on the show.
I would love
if
it.
You wanna?
Dude, if out of all the things all the places and all the people we've talked about, if Hoka wants to sponsor us, let's go, because it's a lot of money for spending good shoes like this, and inserts and all the things. I would love to be sponsored by Hoka. A lot. They're not cheap.
This is the year we do it, Casino. This is the year this podcast takes off.
I can't bear it anymore.
I can't. I think
we're done.
I think we're done. It's so hot in here.
Yeah.
We got to figure out something. We got to find.
It's fine. All we have to do is just make sure that I don't turn it on only a half hour before we start our show. I need to call ahead and be like, hey, Mom, or my little brother, if he's still here, just like, before you head up to work, head up to the mountain, can you turn on that AC, man?
Yeah. So how we record this podcast, obviously the Tuesday ones, we just record our separate houses over StreamYard. How we record this one in studio is we go to Casino's parents' house, and they've let us just use their fifth wheel that they no longer use. So we've set up the studio in here, which is nice, but during the winter, it's delightful in here. During the summer, when you have all these lights on, and then
these lights make so much heat, dude.
It does. And then we would turn the air on, but the air gets picked up so loud over our headphones that it just sounds like static. So that's kind of where we have to turn the air off and then just
it felt so good when we were setting up.
Yeah, when we were setting up, there was no issue. It's like the second we're here, especially we like to do an hour plus. So when you're sitting here for an hour plus, like,
sorry,
dear Lord.
I'm showing you. I don't care.
But this has been the Only Sports Podcast. I'm Will. That's Casino over there. This was the Everything But Sports Podcast. So
I try to bring in sports a little bit. I try to bring in baseball.
Yeah.
And some soccer.
World Cup.
You're welcome for bringing in something.
Yeah.
Sports.
But we'll be back Tuesday.
And if you want, by the way, if you want more of this in the show, let us know.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Simulation theory. We'll be back Tuesday. That's when we'll talk about Cowboys, Giants, and then Eagles, Commanders on Thursday.
And my drink list.
And Casino's drink list. We'll try to fit it in. This has been the Only Sports Podcast. I'm Will. That's Casino over there. If we make it and don't die of heat exhaustion, we'll see you Tuesday.
High five.
Adios. I'm just putting it into the wall.
We're done. Bye, everybody.